once there was a very great scholar, very learned man. And he had a son, he had his wife. And he was so talented in his wisdom. But even the king will visit him. So the king would take counsel to him. As he was very dear to the king would favor him. He would consult him for everything. So as time was going, the king stopped realizing he's such a great scholar. For sure, somebody which is a great scholar can free somebody, isn't it? Yes or no? No. Then the king said, you see, King Parikshit, Sukadeva Goswami in the Bhagavatam was freed, was liberated in 7 days of listening to the Bhagavatam. Only 7 days. He listened to the glory of the Lord. He was free after 7 days. He attained the supreme abode of the Lord. So the king called his scholar and said, listen, Sukadeva gave the king, Sukadeva gave King Parikshit liberation in 7 days. You are such a great scholar, I'll give you 1 month to give me, to liberate me. He didn't say anything. He went home. He was worried. He, like I said earlier, he had a son. And of course, being near to the king, your pride and ego also rise. So he had a son. His son, he didn't even care too much. He was just treating him like a good for nothing. And he didn't give much interest to him. The son also would not stay at home. The son, whenever they never sit at home to eat anything. So the son will come only for lunch and dinner at home. And the rest he will go away outside. So what he will do, he will go to ashrams and spend his time in the ashram among the sadhus and the saints. So that day when the father came home, coincidentally, all three were sitting there. And as he was sitting, the father was a bit grumpy. The son asked the father, what's wrong with you? And he didn't want to answer the son. He said to his son, shut up, you are useless now. So then the mother told the son what happened. So the son came to the father afterwards and said to the father, Father, listen. Don't worry. Tell the king, take me as his guru. And the father was thinking, what can you do about this? You're such an idiot yourself. Maybe you have a good, you have a trick, a plan behind. So let's see. Within 1 month we can figure it out. And the next day he went to the king. He said, King, listen, you have to take my son as your guru. The king, because he respected the scholar so nicely, so wise, he's so knowledgeable. So he said he agreed what the scholar was saying. And he took initiation to his new guru. So as the son initiated him, so the son said to him, now that you're my disciple, you have to sit there. The king accepted to sit down. Of course, everybody was, shocked. But as is our tradition, when the guru is there, even the king has to sit down. So he sat down. And the king asked, said, Gurudev, please instruct me. And of course the father was there also, wondering what the son will say. So the son said, bring me 2 ropes. And the father started getting worried and nervous, said, hope you don't tie the king. As he was thinking about that, the son said, tie the king. And as it is an order from the Guru, they have to follow it. So the king was tied to the pillar. And the second is, he said, tie my father to the other pillar. The both of them were tied to the pillar. The father was grumpy and was, regretting himself why he had listened to his son. So with a big smile, the son said to the father, Father, can you untie the king now? And the father starts screaming, how can I untie the king? I untied myself to the pillar. So the king understands what the Guru was saying. And he said, you understand what it is? What does that mean? So the father was tied to the pillar. How can he untie somebody else? Those which is surrender, they are the only one who can free somebody else. But those which is attached themselves to Maya, how can they free somebody